Hi, I'm Monnie Aleahmad, your host on Train Talk, where we talk with a lot of interesting individuals about their lives, their passions, and what makes them human. So, join us, because we're all riders on this train called life. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming to the train. It's great to have you here.
Nice to have you too.
Before we jump into anything, I have to ask you one question.
Yes.
Who are you?
What a deep question. I'm Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
I'm a daughter. I'm a human being.
Sure.
I'm a lover of nature and trains and other people. Yeah.
Lovely.
And I'm an artist, actor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So as an actor,
Yes.
Is that the primary passion of your artistic focus in life, is acting, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What got you into acting?
When I was in preschool, I played Mary. I went to a very religious school, and I played Mary in the nativity scene.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what, 5? And I just felt like, wow, this is like a really neat experience. Like, you know, I'm the star of the show, like trying to get into character here. And I think, I mean, it sounds silly, but I think it was like that moment when I was like, okay, I like this. And then throughout like elementary school, high school, and college, like it just kind of stuck with me my whole life. And then I did take like a 2 or 3 year break to like make money and get like a desk job and make my mom proud. And then, but the fact that like acting called me again, I think that shows like this is my true passion.
What did it call you?
You dumb bitch. No, like, what are you doing here? Like, this is not fulfilling for you. Like, like you need to pursue that creative endeavor, or else you'll be unhappy like behind this computer.
I can definitely relate to that. I had like a similar experience, like a slow death at a corporate office behind in a cubicle, you know. It's just no, that's not fun.
But I'm grateful for that experience, because I would never know that, like, you know, never know for sure that it's my calling.
Is there something about your art, like your acting, that if someone was to like experience all of what you've put out there as an actor in like one sitting, would there be something that they could take away from it? Like, is there like a unifying theme?
She does weird stuff.
She does weird stuff. Okay.
I think it's. I mean, the most recent thing that I kind of like produced and acted in, and like kind of my baby, I guess. It's very weird, and it's called Pussy Built the Pyramids, and I shot it with my friend in Utah. Like during COVID, we went just like guerrilla filmmaking, and I mean, we were in some really amazing sites. Like there's petroglyphs and like beautiful like just like landscape, and the story, it's like about a woman who leaves LA and goes to the desert to try to find herself, and who she finds is this demon who my friend played, named Phil, and it's very weird, but
that's cool.
And he wrote it. My friend Daniel wrote it, and we kind of took turns filming. We just shot on our iPhone, and I mean, I feel like that's like the most fulfilling, because it's like people don't expect it, you know, like it's about like the content and like what is this saying to you, and that's like the type of stuff I like. So probably like weird. That would be like the takeaway from if someone sees like a lot of the stuff that I like produced myself.
Absolutely. Do you have any like specific challenges that you face in like your art that are like consistent, like, oh, this is always a challenge for me?
That's a good question. I think like not I don't know. I'm like very like results oriented. So if I'm like working on something and like rehearsing it and going over it and over it, I have like kind of, and I don't think this is good for an actor, but I have like an idea in mind, like, okay, this is how I want to feel at this moment. And I think letting go of that control really, and just like being free and truthful in the moment, like that's challenging to me, but that's where the most beautiful, authentic work comes from. So I don't know if it's like a fear of that, because you know, that is the place where there's no control. Or like some other kind of block. But I think like getting past the expectations and just diving into this like dark, unknown like zone.
I think like based on like, you know, we all have our different approaches like to the craft. To the craft as an actor, my approach. No, I kind of avoid planning any kind of emotional response because it never is authentic for me. I can only think about like what I'm thinking in the moment, and then my feelings have to be like how I react to it is how I feel, you know, and I have to just let that happen. If I think at all about how I'm supposed to be feeling in a scene, I'm done. It's not going to be good. I think some people can make that work. You know, for me, it's like I cannot plan out how like I need to be angry here, I need to be happy here, I need to be in love here. It's like I can only plan about like what am I thinking, you know, and then what is the other person going to give me, and I have to leave room for that, you know, because you have to be usually your scenes aren't just you and the camera, there's like another person, you know. No, so I feel you though, like there is a pitfall that we face, or it's like where we think about like acting is just emotions. Anyways, okay, we don't have to go deep into that kind of stuff. Like he's already bored. He's like, what the hell? What is your concept of being alive? What does it mean?
It means like reflection, I would say. Like you know, that's like a really intense question.
Is it?
I would say reflection, like there's, you know, the universe is so large, like our time here is so like finite. I think in a way, you know, we like, I don't want to get too like spiritual.
You can get as spiritual as you want. It's up to you.
There's like, I think what we are here, like this life, it's, I don't think it's like this, like the real life. Like I think it's just a reflection, if that makes sense.
Sure. So you think that you believe that or think that the life that we're when I say like being alive, the life that we are experiencing is basically just our interpretation of another life.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So how do you experience that other life?
I think you can experience that life in like deep meditation. I think sometimes with acting, like even when you get into like this zone where like you're so present, like you kind of let go of like
you
this
start
body, this life.
You're not thinking about yourself.
I think that's like another like you're entering some kind of zone.
Oh, I understand. I see what you're saying. Because there's a point where like you're completely out of your body. And you're only in the moment. You're so attached to what else is going on that you're unaware of what you're even doing. You know? I see what you're saying. Do you think that as an artist, as an actor in the world, that there is some sort of responsibility that you bear?
Absolutely. I think like especially like if you want to be like, you know, a TV actor, like a well-known film actor, TV actor, I think you also want to be like a good person, like a good example, because the way society is, like we idealize the people like that we see in film and TV and, you know, celebrities, and I think that's like a huge responsibility. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know, like
Yeah.
these are like our superheroes or our gods in a way.
Oh, in a way.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. They're everywhere. They're projected on our screens. They're in our in our windows and our storefronts.
And with like social
yeah.
media and how like
Yeah.
it's everywhere, like you said, like
yeah. So like I understand, like as a person, absolutely. What about through the art itself? Is there a responsibility that you have there with the I don't know, in whatever the art is saying?
yeah, I think it's like the same, like I mean, you know, like film, TV, theater, like these are our stories, like
Yeah.
these are, you know, the good ones we kind of learn lessons from, and that's what, you know, we pass down to like generation and generation. So I think that's humanity, you know, we're sharing our human story.
Yeah,
And
yeah, because that's what we connect to the stories, and the stories that we tell each other, stories that we tell ourselves, really, like mandate how we interact with the world. Like I 100% would agree with that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no, it's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Do you think that like as humans, we have any specific responsibility to the world?
I mean, I'm looking out in this beautiful forest.
Oh, yeah,
like,
right.
you know, we
Look
have a
at that.
responsibility to take care of this.
This is the Los Angeles virtual forest. they
I
call
love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's our main responsibility, really, to make sure like our home still exists for like the future. Like, you know, taking care of nature, taking care of the ecosystem.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Is there anything about like people in general, or something that you see that recurs a lot that really just frustrates you?
Littering.
Littering.
Yeah, I think that's like really frustrating.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like, well, wasting time, wasting resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be cool if we could do a lot less wasting.
Yeah. Like more, just like an attitude of sustainability more. Like,
Absolutely.
I know sitting in my car with the AC on for like hours is not good for me, for the car, for the environment.
It's not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we need more of these, more trains, you know? Imagine if there were trains everywhere and y'all could be talking to people on trains right now, you know, right? You could be having your own train talks, but there's not enough trains.
Exactly. We need more trains.
Need more trains. Cool. What kind of art do you want to put out in the world? What do you want to say through your art?
Like, we need to love each other and be more of service to each other. I think, like, there's a lot of division. Well, it's clear there's a lot of division right now. And
not enough multiplication.
So I think just, like, stories that unite people rather than divide, that showcase, like, different elements of humanity that aren't like showcased. I mean, I think like storytelling is, you know, so critical in our mutual understanding of people, and so just like more stories.
More stories. I mean, more real stories.
Right.
I know. I'm with you. Like, okay, cool. Now we're moving on to more weird stuff or fun stuff.
Okay.
Imagine you are on a boat. It's a beautiful boat.
Just
It's a beautiful boat. You're not seasick at all. All right. You have some of your loved ones on there, and some strangers probably as well. Right?
Okay.
And there's some creepy person that is starting to do something that looks suspicious, and then you notice, oh, they're trying to sabotage the boat. They're trying to put a hole in it or something.
Okay.
What do you do?
Ask, what's going on, sir? Why are you trying to put a hole in this boat? And, you know, try to figure out what's going on by communicating first rather than like jumping to conclusions, because maybe there's a reason this person's doing it.
You wouldn't just shoot first?
No.
That's why I'd be like, oh, hole in the boat, pop!
No, I I think we need to figure out more because
Yeah.
like we were
No,
talking
you're
about, like
right.
people do weird things. Like maybe this is like a weird thing that this person's doing,
True.
and maybe there's a reason behind it.
Cool. I like that. Nice. So, same guy on the same boat,
Okay.
except you're not on it this time, but you can see it from where you are and you can affect something. And on that boat are the people that you hate the most. Okay? What do you do now?
I think the same. Like try to communicate with someone on the boat, even if I hate them. Like you know, because why is this person doing this? And you know, we don't want anyone to get hurt. But not only that, going back to nature, like if a boat, you know, we don't want any more sunken ships in the sea. Like that can't be good for like oil.
Can't be great.
Yeah.
You know, like,
so even if like I hate the people and like want them to die on this boat crash, like you know, we still want to prevent that.
Yeah, there's better ways to kill your enemies.
Right. Like a slow death, that would be a pretty quick death. Like a slower one, yeah.
Slow death is more savory.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Cool. All right. So, I know life has its ups and downs. We all have our struggles. And oftentimes, maybe we do things that we later regret or wish had gone a different way. And there's people in our lives sometimes that we need to apologize to. I don't know if you have anyone that you haven't had a chance to apologize to. You don't have to talk about the person or the thing that you're apologizing about. But how would you even approach making that apology?
I guess just like directly, like it's funny you brought that up because I'm kind of in a tiff with my mom right now, and I'm the type of person that you know, when we go the boat question, like people, there's only like maybe one or two people that I hate. Like I'm usually like pretty forgiving, and like that's really important to me because without forgiveness, like I feel that kind of like eats me up in a way. So yeah, like my mom, I sent her a text saying that she's very judgmental and like jumps to bad conclusions, and I feel bad for saying and I haven't apologized and we haven't talked yet.
You can do it right now. You can look right at that.
I'm sorry for saying that. I'm gonna call you right after. Yeah, but that's been weighing on me. So forgiveness, going back to forgiveness, like that's, you know, so important to me. So unless like, you know, knock on wood, like no one has really hurt me in such a bad way, and I feel like, as far as I know, I haven't hurt anyone.
Don't read the comments in this video.
But I would, you know, a priority is to forgive and ask for forgiveness if I've wronged someone, and you know, just be like, there's already so much like negativity and like bad energy, like
I'm with you
in this world.
This is just a question off the top. Do you think that there are any topics that are taboo that shouldn't be?
I mean, like, I think, you know, like weird animal stuff.
No. I mean, like, because like in modern society, for example, like talking about money is very taboo.
Oh, okay. You know? So I was gonna be like, necrophilia.
Are you trying to bring it back? I mean, I'm sure there's a small contingent of people. There probably are fans that want. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like politics, I could see how that's kind of like a taboo subject.
In many ways it is,
but I think that's how you get past politics, by like talking about it. You know, like
I agree.
I lean a certain way, and you know, I try to avoid conversations with people who lean another way, but maybe that's my problem. Maybe it's you know, better to try to find some middle ground and like talk.
It is
talk through
interesting.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like the country is going through a political awakening. Has been for the past maybe couple decades. Since like 9/11, I think. And it's just increasing more and more because like weird hardships are happening and people are really starting to pay attention to the political process for various reasons.
Yeah.
So like these conversations, they do come up more and more. And oftentimes we do end up with people that don't agree with what we have to say, but I think you're right. I think we do have to end up having a dialogue at some point.
Yeah,
But it can't be contentious.
Right, and if like just the dialogue itself is considered taboo,
Yeah.
I think that kind of puts both sides on edge.
I hate that, yeah.
And I don't think it needs to be that way.
It's like, okay, this is a weird one for me, but I think like, I'm not like a big fan of talking about these things, but I really think that anything related to bodily functions should be a lot less taboo because we all have bodies. And we need to face the fact that we're animals.
Yeah.
And we're weird creatures, and we all fart. We all poop. You know what I mean? We all burp.
Right,
we all have
right.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
And I think we need to be a lot more comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think in the long run, it would make us all happier and a lot more connected to our bodies.
And to each other. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Like even like in just media representation of our bodies, like we have pretty much any woman you will ever see represented anywhere is basically hairless, right? No armpit hair, no arm hair, no facial hair.
I shouldn't have shaved
Everything,
today.
yeah, right? But like, let's be real, we're all mammals, right?
Yeah.
We all got hair, right? We got hair everywhere,
Yeah.
right? And I think like, the more we see regular depictions of people, the more we realize, oh wow, we are actually all connected in this way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Like,
I think that's valid. Yeah.
So, alternate version of that question: are there any taboo topics you think need to stay taboo? We should not be talking about this, or anything that you think that's not taboo that needs to go into the taboo bucket.
I don't know. I mean, I guess this isn't like a taboo topic per se,
Sure.
but people taking pictures of their food, like I wish there was less of that. 'Cause I don't know why, but that like kind of grosses me out.
I think like you get two chances to do stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
If something that was made was very artfully done,
Right.
I understand. Take a picture.
Yeah.
Or if you made it, I understand.
Yeah.
Take a picture, right? Otherwise, what are we
It's
doing?
unnecessary.
What are we doing?
And sometimes it looks gross.
It does.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's not like a taboo topic, but it's like
Yeah.
something that should
Right.
maybe not be as like prevalent.
I think
don't
it's,
know.
yeah. If you had a chance to visit with the 14-year-old Lindsay, 14-year-old yourself, what would you say to them?
Be brave. Don't be afraid of what people think of you because it doesn't matter. You are a genius. You're talented. You're beautiful. Like, just don't worry about shit.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because that's, there's only one you. We need to celebrate that.
Yeah.
But I think, like, be brave. Like, you can do hard things.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great advice. Do you think 14-year-old Lindsay would believe or listen to you?
Probably not. Be like, who are you? Like, leave me alone.
Okay, weird old lady.
Ew. No.
Well, that's the dilemma we
Yeah, I
face,
know,
right?
right?
Oh, man, that's great. Do you have like a 5-year plan for the future?
I do. Yeah, I want to have enough money to be able to act full time. So I don't know if that's like through jobs or just like saving, but I wanna be a full time actor. Have like respect among my peers. Create unifying work that's important and helpful to society.
Sure.
Yeah, and I the ultimate goal would be to open my own film company, like all female run, and have, you know, more female voices in film and TV. I might need more than 5 years, but you never know. See, that's the beauty of this industry. Like, we could be struggling one day, and then all of a sudden things start to fall into place, and here you are.
Yeah. It is a very fickle industry, but it can be very rewarding and very devastating at the same time. I'm with you. Do you have like a plan in place to achieve that?
I mean, just the stuff that I'm doing, like being ready and open, and but I think the main thing is like being ready, like
sure.
Because I think with acting, like, you know, a lot of it is not just about going to class and studying. I think a lot of it is like being ready, like with yourself, like like not being afraid to succeed, like being open to possibilities. And I think I'm ready.
Yeah. Cool. Do you believe that aliens exist?
I do.
Yeah.
They're among us now. I do. I think that I think there are different dimensions. So maybe not in this like dimension, but maybe in other ones. Sure. And I think just the universe is so large, like, you know, it just makes more sense to me that there would be life on other planets.
Yeah.
Do
you think they've been here?
I don't think they have per se, but I think like some of, I think maybe like some comets came here with like different like bacteria and organisms from like another planet.
Oh, definitely.
So I mean, I would consider that alien.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
Yeah.
Are there any like odd conspiracy theories that you like or are into? It doesn't have to pertain to aliens. It could be anything.
Like the skinwalkers. Like
skinwalkers.
Yeah, I think that's like a thing.
Can you explain it?
They're like creatures from other dimensions. I know this is good. That come and visit us. For different reasons. Oftentimes it's like scary reasons.
Oh, those are the worst kind.
Yeah. I've never seen one, but I feel like they do exist.
Word.
Yeah, like in kind of like Utah. When I filmed this movie, there was a lot of like spiritual stuff. I'll send it to you. It's like a 30-minute movie. But yeah, I feel like
I'm so into it.
The skinwalker. I don't know if it's like a conspiracy theory, but it's like a weird.
That stuff's fun for me. So imagine that you're out with your best friend, and maybe your friend is drinking a little too much. You both are. All right. And then your friend's like, you know what, whatever, I'll drive home, it's fine. And then y'all get pulled over, and you know what's gonna happen. Cop's gonna arrest your friend, gonna have to go through the whole thing, DUI, whatever, drama. Your options are let it happen, or you could take the blame. What do you do?
I would like to say I would take the blame, but I don't think.
Why would you like to say that?
Because I want to be like the hero.
Sure.
You know, and kind of a side note, the earthquake a couple days ago.
Oh,
did you feel it?
Oh, I felt that. Yeah, that was like one of the few that I was like, oh, wow.
It was really pretty intense, right? So in my head, I'm always like, okay, if there's like an accident or like some kind of emergency, I'm gonna like not worry about myself and like check on everyone else, make sure everyone else is good. And so this earthquake happened at my day job office, and there's like an elderly lady that works there. We have like interns that are like in high school, and so the earthquake happened, and I just like ran out and was screaming, and I didn't even go like care to check on them, and Yeah.
Well,
so that shows me that what I like to be and what I want to be
Two
might
different
not
things.
be
No.
what happens in like these situations.
No,
So,
but that makes sense. Yeah, because the reality situation is like you are a person that, regardless of what you want, are restricted to the body that you have.
right.
You know?
It's just a reflection.
Yeah,
So.
and you can't like. If you're trying to run through rubble,
Right.
you still have to, you can't hurt your body or else you're not going to get through. So, you naturally have to preserve that. Though,
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair though. Yeah. I think, so in that situation
Right.
then, what you're saying you would like to think, or part of you wishes that you would take the blame, but then you also have to deal with the consequences.
Right.
But
right.
in reality, what you would do is
Probably just sit there.
just be, just like let what happens, because you would have to be honest, right? Yeah. But I don't think that one is necessarily more heroic than the other choice. I don't think that has much to do with anything in that kind of situation, personally.
And it depends. Like if the friend has like a history with the police, and this is like their like third strike or whatever.
Oh.
I think then
if it was something like that, something very dramatic consequence that
I'd
you
be
would
like,
face
no,
a much
like, you
smaller
can't,
consequences.
Exactly. Like this is my first time. Like
Yeah.
if it was something like that, I think I'd be more prone to be the hero. I
Totally.
guess. Yeah.
I would just try to bribe the cop. Oh, wow. Okay, it looks like we are coming up on your stop, Lindsay. Thank you so much for riding with us.
Thank you. It's been a beautiful journey. Yeah.
It's been a great conversation. I really appreciate you answering honestly. You know?
Thank you.
It's good to know a little bit more about you.
Thank you.
So we will see you next time, hopefully sometime soon. But before we go, is there anything you'd like to leave our audience with? Anything you'd like to promote, or any words of advice? All of the above?
I just want to say to any fellow actors that are struggling like me, we're in this together. I think the most important thing is to have an authentic voice and just work on things that make you happy. Like if you're continuing to try to be a part of the grind, and if you don't feel like that fits for you or that's working for you, I think it's totally awesome to do your own thing, create your own system, create your own grind, and just be your beautiful self. And I'm trying to work on that as well.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And we'll see you guys next time, talking trains on Train Talk.
Boo.
That was great.